welcome back to another episode of Perkins Pipes. Got the bent brandy that I made here, and there's a reason for this one in this particular episode. This is a comfortable pipe. I just like this guy. It feels as comfortable as an old shoe. Why is that an appropriate pipe for this particular episode? Well, let's get him fired up and we'll find out. That tastes good. That is some good old Prince Albert. Those of you who know me, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I really like the Prince Albert. So why is this pipe my comfortable as a pair of old shoes bent brandy, the pipe for this episode? Because we're going to be talking about our pals today. Our friends, our buddies, the guys we like to hang out with. I was put in mind of making this episode because of one of my buddies. One of my pals texted me and he says, when are you going to do an episode on the guys? And I'll tell you what he means by the guys. But first of all, I don't know about you, but I am blessed to have a number of friends in many different parts of my life. I've got guys that I work with that are very, very close to me. I've got some guys here where I live, a couple of guys in particular that are as close as brothers to me. Got a guy who's lives probably about an hour away from me. We don't get to see each other as often as we'd like, but we are close. And you know, it's just like your various circles of influence, circles of friends. You have the people that are very, very close to you, and then it kind of goes out from there. You've got your acquaintances, people that you enjoy hanging out with. So I want to kick this off with a discussion of a particular group of guys that are friends of mine. And I really do think guys in particular, we have interesting relationships with fellow guys. Women will often, go out to lunch and they'll talk and they share and they cry together and they all those things of life together. And sometimes that's not quite the way it is with guys. Our relationships sometimes take on a different look or feel. So we'll have several episodes about pipes and pals. And for this first one, I want to talk about a group of guys. And we're not really a street gang, although we could certainly get leather jackets made up, because we've got our name, which is the Guys, G-U-Y-Z. Now don't ask me where that came from. I really don't know. But we call ourselves the Guys, G-U-Y-Z. There's four of us. We live in 4 separate states. We've been a very tight group for quite a number of years. And I don't think we've all 4 ever been in the same spot at the same time. As many as 3 of us have been together at any one time. But all 4 of us have not. And but maybe I'll get into how we came together. But we text each other. We are a texting group. And we text each other. It is not an underestimate to say anywhere 5, 10 times or more a day. Now, because we live in different states and therefore different time zones, when I wake up in the morning, one of the first things I do is I check my phone and see about what the overnight texts were from the guys. The thing that brings us all together is our relationship with Jesus. We're all Christians. A couple of the guys are in professional ministry. A couple of us are not. Those of you who've watched the channel know that I'm a teacher. And we have all said in our text messages multiple times that this group of guys is the best small knit group that any of us has ever been a part of. There's different things that bring guys together. Maybe sports. You may have a poker group one night of the week. Maybe you've got a small group at your church. Maybe do some Bible study. Maybe it's based around, who knows, maybe it's based around piping. Maybe it's based around your work. But for us, the four of us guys, we ultimately got to know each other through somehow connections through our faith. And that really is the foundation for our friendship. But unless you think this is a bunch of Bible nerds who sit around and say, ooh, hey, did you read that chapter in Habakkuk this week? We talk about everything, and I do mean everything. We joke constantly. We send each other the funny gifs and the memes and the video links from YouTube and all the funny stuff, and just crack each other up. I think we all have similar taste in music. A couple of us are very big hair metal guys, classic rock guys. Got a couple guys in the group that are more towards prog rock, huge Kansas fans, stuff like that. We love Christian music. We're always sharing videos of songs and that sort of thing. We talk politics. No surprise there. Seems like the American pastime. We talk politics. We share articles. What do you think about this? Did you see that? We go deep into our families. Just recently, as of the making of this video, it's been just over a month since my mother passed away. One of the guys, his father-in-law, just passed away a few days ago. And we share those moments with each other. We've shared our children's graduations, injuries, college acceptances, sports achievements. All of us are proud papas. We love to share that stuff. 3 of the 4 of us are gun guys. We love to share our gun information and, ooh, I got a new gun, or hey, let me show you my target sheet from the range, show you how well I did. I think I'm the only piper in the group. We talk about our wives. And not in that joking sort of way that a lot of times guys do. And I'll admit, I joke around with some other friends. We'll joke about our wives and so forth. But with this particular group of guys, we love our wives so dearly. And we talk about that. We talk about how wonderful our wives are. Talk about literature. And of course, we share our faith. Hey, I was reading this passage in the Bible today. Sometimes we'll take a picture. One of us will take a picture of a Bible passage he was reading, text it to the other guys. Talk about how our faith is informing what we do and how we see the world, again, whether it's politically or something regarding our jobs. It's great whenever we are together, any of us, physically, in the same place. But there's something about this group of guys. We just know that each one, all four of us, we're there for each other. And not in that rather shallow way that you often hear it today. Oh, I'm there for you, buddy. I'm there for you. I got your back. Really? Do you really? Are you somebody that I could call at 2 a.m., that 2 a.m. call when there's something going down? Well, the guys, G-U-Y-Z, we are. We've done it. We've shared our hearts, our minds, our laughter, our tears. And I will tell you, it is one of the true blessings of my life, and I think all the guys would say that, to have that tight-knit group of brothers. So I ask you this. Do you have that? If you do, then brother, you know what I'm talking about. Or sister, you know what I'm talking about. If you've got that group of friends, whether it's women and a group of ladies, fellas and a group of guys, doesn't have to be a big group, could be a couple of people. But if you've got that, you know what an incredible blessing that is. And I will say it's one of the neat things about communication in the modern age. We don't always have to be together. We can't be. Like I say, we live in 4 separate states. So if our relationship were only built on the, say, annual fishing trip or something like that, it wouldn't be nearly as close and as tight-knit as it is through texting. So this is one time I would actually make a plug for modern communication and the idea of a texting group that can be together like that. If you don't have that, is that something you want? Maybe that's not even something you're interested in. But if it is, you can start it at any time. Just start texting a buddy. Hey, how you doing? Hey, did you see this article? Hey, did you see this thing? Maybe it's sports, maybe it's music, maybe it's politics, whatever it is. Start a little back and forth. Keep it up. Maybe add somebody along the way. But I will tell you that without that group of guys, I don't know where I would be. They're just some of the most important people to me, and that group is such an important thing to me. So drop some comments in here. Of course, we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, certainly invite you to do that. And drop us a comment as well. Tell us about your guys or your gals, or whatever group you have that may mean that much to you. As Malcolm Guite says, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. Or as I like to say it in Latin, Parva tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.